Hey everyone, my name is Dwayne Swimming from DLTS. Are you having trouble with your landing page or your sales funnel? Not getting the attention you expected? Well, here's your chance to build a landing page or a sales page that really produce awesome results with very little tech skills. I am going to show you step by step everything you need to do if you are just joining ClickFunnels and how to use the editor to get started in a step-by-step tutorial and change the way you look at business by showing you the main principles of online marketing and literally selling products and services, because a lot of people out there will jump right into building a funnel and they show you a lot of different things, but they don't teach you the principles of business in general. So I'm going to start off by kind of naming the things you need to remember when you are building a funnel or sales page. So if you want to make sales online, number one, we need traffic and getting customers in the door. I'm going to use Burger King as a good example. They're usually on every street corner. You see them on every corner. They are visible and they have a lot of traffic driving by them daily. So we need traffic, either from a paid source like Facebook ads or a free source like creating an Instagram or YouTube channel, and also creating content around that product or services for people that provide value for people, and then they'll come into your world. And just like this, next we are going to need to build an email list, which I will show you how to integrate an email list into your ClickFunnels account, so you can use your opt-in page to capture leads. So I will show you how to connect your email list or your autoresponder with your funnel. And the reason why we want to build an email list of buyers and non-buyers is because we need constant communication that we'll be able to have with our customers or potential customers. Think about your email list. If someone does not buy your product or services right now, but they did walk into your business or your place of business, and just maybe they have originally signed up for your email list, now you have the opportunity to sell them or offer them other product or services that they might just be interested in the future. Essentially, why you must capture them and retarget them. This gives you the ability to have constant communication with that customer or potential customer. And that is the reason we build an email list. And that is the only asset you'll have full control of, that cannot be taken away from you. And you can have a constant communication with that list, with whatever product or services you might be selling. A lot of marketers depend on Facebook following, Instagram following, YouTube following. You will never own any of that following. You don't have constant communication to that whole list. If you should post a picture or video on Instagram, that content is not going to reach all your followers. It's going to reach probably about 20%, but because you are dependent on the platform, who can and will change the algorithm whenever they want to, that limit your control on the traffic you get. So that's why you want to build an email list from the get-go if you're serious about building an online business and also potentially become a successful entrepreneur. Affiliate marketing is the easiest way to get started to sell other people's product and services. You don't have to own a product. You don't have to create a product. You don't have to own any product or services. What you basically do is take other people's product and services and sell it for a commission. And that a very easy way to not have to spend very little out of pocket money to get started. You don't have to provide customer service for the product. Just look at it. You don't have to deliver a product. You have no returns, no refunds to deal with. So all that paperwork and that overhead cost is eliminated because the vendor for that product owns all that and control all that overhead costs and everything. All you have to do is drive traffic to your landing page, get them to opt in to your email list. That means you own that customer. Even if that customer purchased that product, you literally own that customer as long as that customer is in your email list. So whatever product or services you will be promoting, you can promote to that customer in the future. And that's the power of having an email list. So I'm going to teach you all of that within this very short tutorial. I have made a lot of money using ClickFunnels, building high converting landing page or sales page in there. I've created leads page that I've actually gotten thousands of leads from and a lot of sales, and it's very easy to use, and also a very great customer based support system, and it doesn't cost much to use. Just imagine everything is created for you. It's a drag and drop system where you don't have to create that page from scratch, and unless you're an expert and you want to do that. After using it and getting to know it, you'll be able to, after learning from ClickFunnels and what it does, you will be making your own pages from scratch with a blank page, from a blank page. And that's what we'll be doing after a while. So I'm going to take you to my computer now. I'm going to log into my ClickFunnels account. But just so you know, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below, so you can actually check it out for yourself and try that 14-day trial. And if it works for you and you like it, basically go ahead and sign up for the plan. 14 days is enough to give it a shot. You know, check it out, just browse around in the platform, you know, learn it. You got 14 days to learn as much as you can from it and see how well it works for you, and then that will give you, you know, the extra push you may need to get it done, and realizing that it's one of the best software out there to build your landing page, your sales page, your webinar page. I mean, whatever pages. There are a bunch of different pages you can build, and I'm going to take a moment to run through all of those in a little bit, just to give you a brief synopsis as to what it can do for you, what is possible within ClickFunnels. So I'm going to go log into my account here and just give you some ideas. So let me log in right here. While I wait for that to populate, give me a moment, let me just. Alright, so let's get started. I've now logged in. I'm going to actually bring up one of my pre-built funnel, and then, you know, to show you how we build out a funnel. I'm actually going to build out a landing, as a matter of fact, a opt-in funnel today, so we can actually see what we do to capture our potential buyers or non-buyers into our email list, so we can actually retarget them in the future. And this is what we're going to be doing right now. So we're going to go right here to ClickFunnels right here up top as soon as you log in, and I'm going to select one of my funnel. So let me select one of my funnel here, and give you some ideas as to how to go about it. Matter of fact, let's just do a funnel from scratch here. Build a funnel from scratch. We're gonna build a funnel from scratch. All right, fine. All right, so let's start building our first opt-in page to start capturing leads for our email list. What we're gonna do basically, we are going to need a few things for this. We're going to need a ClickFunnels account for this. We're also going to need a autoresponder. There's actually one that's actually built into ClickFunnels, which is actually called Actionetics. You could actually use Actionetics as your autoresponder to build your email list, as well as maybe you could use. I'm using GetResponse as it is right now, and it's pretty awesome. Using that, so you could use a third-party autoresponder if you want to. I'm using GetResponse. You could use also Aweber as well. There's a couple of them you could actually use, but I choose to use GetResponse. You have the choice to use the one you want to. So you're gonna need a ClickFunnels account, and you are gonna need a autoresponder to get this all set up. So I'm gonna go into build a funnel right here. As soon as that is populated, I'm going to run through some of the funnels that you can actually build with ClickFunnels. Here you have a bunch of options. So whatever you're promoting, whatever you're selling, whatever you're trying to accomplish in your business, ClickFunnels is a way to get started. So before we start building my opt-in page to start capturing leads, I'm just going to take a brief moment to just run through some of these funnels that you can actually build. You could actually build a bunch of different funnels right here, and you can see the options. I'm just going to quickly run through it. You have the classic funnel builder right here. You could build a sales funnel, traditional sales funnel right here. You could build a hero funnel where you could actually bring people into your world and tell them about yourself. You could build a homepage, like a website homepage, with ClickFunnels right here. You could build a daily deal funnel. You could have a deal running where you could actually build a daily deal funnel where people could actually, build irresistible deals where people could really get or opt into, using special offers, basically, discount offers, whatever you want to build. You could build like a summit where you could have a 1 week summit where you could actually have people, you run that summit funnel where you could have a group of people join you for that summit where you're providing value for them as well. You could do like a campaign funnel where you could actually reach out to people and ask them, like an campaign funnel where you ask customers what they need, and you could create whatever they need for them. That kind of funnel is possible to do that as well. You could build a lead magnet funnel where you could give something away free, like a free course, and to get people into your world, have them opt into your email list, capture them. So you build that, you give them that free just for them to opt into your funnel. Basically, you promise them to give them something free, something of value. You could build also application funnel where you could build a funnel to get people to apply for work and so forth. You could build like a product launch funnel right here. You could have a new product you're going to be launching, and you could build a funnel for that purpose as well. You could build a cancellation funnel where you could actually give people the option to say, or ask them, why are you canceling, why are you leaving, and save the sale, basically. So you prevent them from canceling their subscription, or that kind of stuff. You could build a sales letter funnel, like a VSL, like a video sales letter funnel. You have different options. A live funnel, demonstrating a product through a live demo funnel. You could do that. And they have a couple other funnels. I mean, I'm not gonna take a moment to run through all of these, but you can read, some very short, description of what they are about. So right here, you have a bunch of different funnels you could choose from. Today, our funnel, we are gonna go into building our opt-in funnel to capture leads, and that's what we are going to be doing. Today, we're going to do that. So we want people to sign up for our email list, so we can actually retarget them in the future, and that's what we are going to be focusing on today. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a squeeze page so we can actually capture people into our email list, and that's our main focus today. That's the primary goal here today. So you can take a moment, browse through the entire dashboard and see what is possible, and you could go to the help section and read through some of the documents as to how to do what and how to go about building that. So we're going to build a new funnel today. There's very short video, some very short videos that tells you every little details as to how to go about doing some of these things. So you can browse through that. Take a moment and go through all of that.
No matter where you are today in your business and in your life, you're just one funnel away.
This is a squeeze page funnel. It's very, very simple. It's only 2 pages in it. The first page is a squeeze page, and the goal of the squeeze page is to get somebody's email address by using curiosity to get them to opt in, and then afterwards you take them to the thank you page where you thank them for joining your list. Now this page, like I said, is very simple. It's very easy to use. If you want more information about how to use this for your business, kind of the strategy behind it, make sure to check out the Funnel Hacker Cookbook.
No matter where you are today in your business and in your life, you're just one funnel away.
Alright, so I just listened to Russell Brunson just now, giving you a brief synopsis as to what what these funnels are. You could go through the cookbook if you want to find out about different funnels you want. That's what we were just trying to go through just now, but you can take a moment and go through that on your own. We are going to be going to create a new funnel right here, and we are going to be collecting emails. You can see you also can actually set a product. You can do a sales funnel right here. You can do a webinar funnel right here. We are going to choose collecting emails because you just don't want to sell a product. You want to be able to own these customers through email. So you want to capture them. The first thing you want to do is capture them. So you could actually name your funnel. It could be I'm going to be doing a tutorial, so it could be a demo funnel. I'm going to do a demo funnel right here. Name that funnel. You could also create a tag so you can easily find your funnels whenever you want to find them. So I'm going to do a tutorial. Alright, so build a funnel, and as soon as that is as soon as that populates funnel one, as soon as that populates, then you're gonna see we're gonna be getting a 2-step funnel to start editing. So we're gonna use the editor to go through that and start editing that right now. My computer is moving a little slow, so just bear with me for a moment. Alright, so as soon as this is a pre-built funnel template you're going to be getting here, so you're going to be able to modify this or customize it to your liking or to your business. So take a moment to populate, so give me a moment right here. Alright, so you could basically, I've had some pre-built template that I actually use, or I've already built and saved. So I'm just going to use, you could use any one of these templates. You could use a branded template if you want to. Alright, let's see. Let's choose a new one. Let's use one. Let's use this template right here. So what we're going to do in this case, as soon as that page is created, we're going to be editing, using the editor to edit and customize it to our liking. That's what we're going to be doing right here. You don't need anything too complicated. You don't need anything with too much information. You don't need a funnel that's going to give your customer everything they're looking for. All information is going to be right in front of them, so it's pointless opting into your email list. You want to give them just a little to hook them, to get them intrigued and get them interested. You want to tell them not what you're going to be giving them, but you're going to be giving them just a taste of what is there, what you're going to be offering. You want to basically just give them enough to get to pick their interest and grab them to put their email list, your email, the best email in there, and hoping to get that follow-up email from you, from your autoresponder, giving them whatever they're opting in for. You want to tell them not what it is that you're giving, but what it is your offer is, what your offer is really not. So they're going to be they're going to be intrigued to check it out, because they're thinking, this is not all these things, but what is it this guy's offering? And that's going to give them that extra push over the edge to put their email in and waiting to get that first email from you telling them what it is you're offering. So you want to bear that in mind as well. It's very important that you do that. You don't want to give them everything right here on the landing page. You just want to give them enough to give them the extra push to opt in. All right. So right here we're going to be going to, right here is going to be this link is going to be that the URL is going to be the whole URL for the funnel itself, for the whole funnel. As you can see, we have an opt-in page as well as a thank you page. It's basically thanking them for opting in and telling them they're going to be just to check their email as soon as possible for that email that they opted in for, that thing that they opt in for. Alright, so we're going to be editing this page right here. We're going to edit our URL a little bit. I'll show you how to do that shortly. So you're gonna get the option here to drag and drop and change headlines, change colors and fonts and so forth. You're gonna get to do that right here on this page. You're going to do that right here. Come on, let's do this. So here we are. These are basic. So you got your headlines. As you can see, how this is as it is. This is a very good example to show you that your headline must pop, and it must be something that can actually hook somebody. Because listen to this headline. It's a step-by-step guide how to get from 0 to 10K or 100K or even a million in sales, selling other people's product and services. What you could do right here, you could hover over this text right here, and you could move it around. You could just move it around if you want to. Just click right here. You can move it around if you want to. It goes, wherever you want it to go. As well as you could just go to. You want to make sure you go to that. You can double click in the orange box right here, and you could just change whatever you want to change, and put whatever words you want to put in here. You could change it. You could delete what you want to delete. You could your backspace. You could delete anything you want to. Yeah. You could change colors if you want to. You could for example, bold these, underline whatever headlines you want to. You could also add a link if you want. You could also use your URL, so they basically add your URL right here. So click right here, add your URL, so they want to click on this headline. You can take them directly to your offer if you want to do that as well. So they'll skip the whole thank you page thing if you want to. You could change the colors if you want to, right here. Change the link color if you want to. By doing that. Alright. You also could change the background of this area if you want to as well. You could change a lot of things, and you could basically put an image in the background if you want to. The image color in the background. Come on. Say blue. Just for this video. Let's just choose one of these colors. So let's just choose a color from this background here. So you could add image. Alright, there you guys can see the background is changed. Alright, so right here, if you notice, we got a little, these arrows going. You could add these little arrows. You could move them around if you want to. You have the option of adding elements, or you could add maybe rows, columns, that kind of stuff. You could add a picture if you want to. You go right here to the gear icon. The gear icon basically in the orange section controls all of that. So you could add a new image if I want to. Alright, so right here, let me add a picture of myself just to show you. So right here, you can see my image actually changes, and also you see right here this little section that right here says fill out the form below to get your free video sent straight to you. So you're telling them to just put the name right here. You could use email only as well as you could use name, but it's also good to include names, because at least that would you know, show you that the email that you get is actually a very legitimate email that you have gotten. So you can actually, you don't send promote product or services to a email that goes nowhere, or doesn't go to a real person. You want to make sure you include that name right here as well, just to authenticate the email that they're going to be putting in. You could also go ahead and change the theme right here as well if you want to for this little section right here. So you could change theme. You right here, settings, control, all the section, the kind of information that you request from them, their full name, their first name, last name, could be phone numbers or whatever. But in this case, you only want a legitimate email and a name to accompany that. That's what you need right now, because email is actually really what you're looking for. You could preview the page if you wanted to see how it looked on mobile or desktop, to see, make sure it is it's friendly as to where, or very intuitive as to where your phone or desktop is concerned. You want to make sure you do that to test the page. And you want to make sure, as soon as you make all these changes, you want to make sure I already have got my disclaimer that says please be advised that the incoming result shows are extraordinary and are not intended to serve as guarantee. So basically, you're not making guarantees to say whether or not whatever your product or services you're offering is not going to is not guaranteeing, because everybody's result is going to vary based on the amount of work you put into it. Affiliate marketing is not easy. You're gonna have to put work in it, but the only thing is that you can create passive income from affiliate marketing. Is actually and very little out of pocket money to do it. So that's the aim here. The aim is not to tell you that if you promote a product, you got to make them know in this disclaimer here that is not to serve as guarantee that you're gonna be promoting something that is gonna produce them with result. It's not a get rich scheme. Affiliate marketing isn't a get rich scheme. It's actually, you have to put the work in and spend a little bit of money to get results, and you got to do that. And in addition to that, you also want to make sure you connect your button. You want to make sure your button is set to submit. Your button here, so get this now. You want to make sure that button is set. So you go to the gear icon right there, and you're going to edit that button to make sure it's set to submit that page. And this submit, when the page is submitted, it's going to take it to your thank you page. So right here, you're going to set action, and you're going to make sure it's set to submit order or submit form. Alright, and when you're done, you gotta make sure you save that before you leave this page. It's a bunch of different stuff you could do to it. So you wanna just check out most of these little tabs. They're gonna show you one thing you want to make sure you do as well. You want to make sure you integrate your autoresponder, and this is what most marketers will never show you. And this is how you get your email list involved. Your autoresponder is actually, mine is going to be get response. So you want to make sure you connect that. So from here you're gonna be, it's just gonna say integrate, you know, you're just gonna integrate your email list. So right here I'm gonna select my autoresponder, which is gonna be my get response autoresponder. As I said before, you also got the option of using Actionetics, which is actually built in, or your autoresponder built in into ClickFunnels. I use a third party because I want to have everything in one place, so I use get response. You could use Actionetics if you want it, but it's just safer for me and it give me that sense of control when I have it on a third party platform. So I use get response. Alright, so feel free to do that if you want to as well. Alright, so after doing that integration, pretty much I'm gonna come back to general right here in the setting, where I'm going to connect my thank you page to my opt-in page to make sure that it goes to my, you could use it by, you know, could select it by connecting this button, your button right here, to next funnel, but I prefer to connect my thank you page URL to my opt-in page by going to general right here and pasting it right here. So as soon as I finish editing my my thank you page, I'm gonna come back here and put my thank you page URL into my opt-in page, just to make sure they're connected, just to make sure it's all good. So after doing all of this, you're going to basically preview that page, save it, preview the page to make sure they work. You got to test the page to make sure it works, because you don't want to have it having problem, people of capturing people. You don't want people opting and not capturing them for future, you know, retargeting. Alright, so I'm going to leave this page, and you save all the changes. Make sure you save all the changes you've made. And now we are going to edit our thank you page and then test the page to make sure it works. Alright, so right here we're going to be going into our thank you page right here. We're going to edit this thank you page too. As you can see, that the opt-in page is very simple, very clear and precise and direct to the point. It basically just telling our customer directly what they need to do, not allowing them to figure it out on their own. You're telling them what you want them to do. Come on. Alright, let's go ahead and just edit our thank you page. As you can see, it's creating our thank you page. So basically creating that template that's you're gonna have to just drag and drop stuff in, and you know, change a few things around and make sure it matches your offer on your opt-in page. So you gotta be incongruent with what you're promoting. Alright, so let's edit that page. You also have the option of creating a split test page, like a variation of the page, so you can actually split test both pages, like a variation of the page that you have created, so you can actually see which one of the pages work just by changing colors and fonts. Pretty much that could give you an idea as to what is actually working, what people are you know, or reacting to, or what people are intrigued to check out. So you could actually test both, you know, two pages with the same URL. Alright, so as you can see, thank you for making a life-changing decision to start winning. And that's just my headline right there. As you can see, this page is a little more colorful because it's just basically a thank you page. So I actually included a, just like we did on the opt-in page. You do the same. The orange section basically add an element. The blue section, the green section actually add you know, different setting like background and so forth. The blue section add a new row, you have to also make sure, you know, you could add a picture right here, you could add a background, you know, it's up to you. You select this little gear icon as usual, you could move it around if you want to. I have a YouTube video here that's actually telling my my customers, you know, I'll give them a little bit of information and telling them a little bit about me. That's a good way to actually bring things across, and just telling them thank you for opting in to the email list, and their email will be sent to them shortly. So you could select my video. Basically, you drop the video right here by the URL right here of the video. It could be a couple of different videos like Vimeo, it could be Wistia, it could be Easy Video Suite, you know, HTML video. You have an embedded code from YouTube, you could take an embedded code from YouTube and add it if you've got a video that you want to share with them as well. You know, telling them a little bit more about you and what you're doing here, you know. So you could also change the theme on that as well. I have a red theme because the theme of my logo is actually red. I got to make sure it stays congruent with what I'm actually doing, and mine is red. You could change it to whatever you want to right here. Also have some advanced setting here that you could change, you know, the things of the borders. I mean, you know, you could change the style, you could change, you know, you could change the way, you know, like the options people have on this video, whether they could stop, they could play the video, they want, you know, you could use some options like make sure that when the video stops playing, nobody can actually stop the video. They have to watch the video to the end once they stay on that page. They can't leave the page, you know, so they have to see the video. You could change, you got some of those options as well. And once you finish that, you could go ahead and see, you know, all the changes, as well as you. This is my little logo right here, a little bit of information right here for them as well. You could add, you know, your privacy policies and so forth. Now, what the most important thing you want to do here, you want to make sure this is where they're going to click here to get instant access. They could click here to get instant access to whatever you're offering as well. So all you have to do here, you got to make sure this button here is set to take them to your URL, so it's to your website. You have a website, or the offer you have that you're promoting. You could give them instant access to this offer right here by selecting go to URL, and most of the time you may right click and paste. It doesn't work most of the time on some computers. So what you want to make sure you do is Control V to paste in your URL here, just to make sure it is working, or it was pasted in there, because sometimes you have some challenges. I'm not sure if you would have that challenge, but I had a couple challenges like that for that as well. So you could do that. You could change the font right here. You could change the button, the color of the button right here. There's a bunch of different setting right here. You could actually change it to match your branding as well. So just make sure you play around with it a little bit. I mean, you can really hard to go around this back button. You could also go back if you want to, or forward if you want to. There's very little that can go wrong within these templates here. So all you gotta do is just play around with it a little bit, get used to it, get comfortable with it, and you know, become one with it, and eventually you'll see how intuitive and how, you know, great it is of a tool to use for your business. You don't want to send people directly to your URL. You want to basically capture them in your email list, and this is one of the reasons why you want to build a landing page or a sales page. You don't want to just send them to the offer pretty much. You want to own these, because if you send them to the link to your offer directly, the vendor you're selling that you're being an affiliate for is going to get that customer and own them, and you want to capture them in your email list and own that customer, selling them somebody else's product at all times, having them, and you rinse and repeat them, and your residual flow of income is going to keep coming in, and that's what you want. That's why you want to do this. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna, you know, save everything right here and go back to my the ClickFunnels platform, where I'm gonna actually show you how to connect your if you have a website, how to connect your domain. I have a website, so I'm going to show you, if you have a website, to connect your domain to your funnel, and also how to see this URL is very ugly. You don't wanna promote this URL based. You wanna clean up a little bit. So I'm gonna show you how to clean up that in a little bit as well. So give me a moment. Let me just I'm gonna take this URL. Let me clean up my URL first, and then I'm gonna connect it to the opt-in page. So let's go here. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. So let me go right into the funnel step right here and just clean up this URL right here. So once you go to that little gear icon right there, it says this is a thank you page. I'm gonna clean up a little bit. So the path is, as you can see, is a little bit ugly. So I'm just gonna clean up a little bit. Thank you page. So I'm gonna do that, and you want to go ahead and update this funnel. So you update your funnel right here. That will change the URL for this thank you page, so it's not that ugly anymore. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to copy this URL. I'm going to make sure my opt-in page is set to take my potential customer from my opt-in page to my thank you page, just to tell them a little bit more about what I'm doing. So you're going to go to setting right here, setting in the right corner right here. This video is a little bit lengthy, but I'm sure you'll understand that I'm teaching you how to build a sales page, an opt-in page, and also market your offer, and how to be a better marketer online. You just want to be a marketer who just sell a product for a buck here and there. You want to basically create a residual income by capturing your customers and keep selling them whatever product or services you might be selling. So we're going to clean up that part right there as well. I'm going to connect my my URL. So I'm going to connect my my domain right here. Once you connect that domain right there, you're going to be going to the bottom right here. Go to all the way to the bottom, save and update setting. So now let's just connect that thank you page to that opt-in page right here. Alright, so what you want to do is go to setting right here. Right where you went to integration, you want to go to setting all the way to the bottom. And now you want to make sure you paste that URL for the thank you page right here. Once you've done that, you're going to save that page. Once you save that page, we're going to go back Alright, let's preview this page and see how it looks on both mobile and desktop. Here we are. See, very simple, very easy. And we're going to preview this page, and you also want to go ahead and test your page. And just you're going to add an email. And when you do this, this is this email. All the subscribers should pop up into your autoresponder as well as in your email box. Alright. If this is done right, then that's what should happen. And then if that is done and you pop up an autoresponder, it means that you're all set and ready to promote. So once you have done that and test that, we're going to go back to to a main page right here. The page. So let's test this URL to see if it works. Right, so this right there, you can see that works perfect. So once you pop your email in there and you go get this now, then you're gonna take it to a thank you page, and then once you take it to a thank you page, you could click on the thank you page button and get access right now, or you could just wait for the email, and then right away you can actually create a good email sequence that is congruent with your offer. And you could, if that person doesn't take up your offer in the first email you send them, you could send them like an email, not hammering them with a sales email. Pretty much you sell them, they're not buying. So what you could do is provide your email sequence. You have to, within your autoresponder, must be providing value. So like the email sequence must have, you provide them with the first, you follow up email after they opt in to sell them your offer. If they don't pick up on that, you could provide them value for 3 different emails with values for the week, like 3 different value email, and then you could pitch them again with your your sales letter again. So that's what you want to do. You want to make sure you, within your autoresponder, you provide them with you have a very, very good email sequence, so you could keep provide them with content and keep pitching them as well. But you don't want to keep hammering them with sales letter or sales email. You want to make sure keep selling them stuff. You want to sell them, but you really don't want to sell them. You're trying to you're providing them with value, and they, after finding how valuable you are and how much you've given them, they will start looking into checking out your offer and hopefully purchasing something that you're actually selling. So that's the main goal here, to build your landing page within ClickFunnels. So most marketers will never teach you these things, but I think if you want to be a very strategic marketer, you have to do this. And if you really want to make good money online, you can't just be a one-hit wonder. Pretty much, you want to be somebody who can actually go to bed and your offer is actually working for you. You want to make sure when you promote, you go out there and promote these landing pages or these offers, you can actually earn a very good or substantial income from this. So that's the main goal here. So my name is Dwayne Swiby from DLTS. I want to take time out to say thank you very much for checking this video out. It's a very lengthy video, but I think these are things that marketers need to teach people to bring them, to move them into their full potential, or to take their business from point A to point B and take them to the next level. I just think these are some of the things that my mentor actually take me through these things, and he teach me these things, and I'm the same thing he's teaching me. I'm taking this time out to bring this value to you as well. So take time out to subscribe to this channel, and also check out some more videos coming up in a very in a few short days, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I will continue to make things as transparent as I can, and as I learn I will teach.